A senior six vaquist making headlines for the week. Abubakar Mayanja scoring a brace on his full debut for the KCCAFC senior team, fresh from the KCCAFC Soccer Academy, recently promoted to the senior team and scoring a brace on his full debut for the football club. Tonight we discuss all that and also have an exclusive interview with the gentleman on how he felt when he scored his first 2 goals for the football club. Not only that, we also have the fan zone a little bit in there, and also a player has left the football club. We'll be getting to know where he has gone and also more about the football club that he has joined. We also have a little bit of a social media question, and I hope you've been answering all those questions on our social media pages. The question is already up. My name is Magiro Moses Mwanje. It's the biggest football club TV show in the land, if not on the continent. The KCCAFC TV show, season 5, episode 5. Like I said, Moses Magiro Mwanje, your usual suspect is my name. You and I are definitely walking this journey together. All right, we kick this off with the social media question. Now, we told you that we have a social media question for you, and there it goes. The question is, who was your standout player in the FIFA Super 8 game against Wakiso Giants, and why that player? Use the hashtag KCCFC TV. And like we always put up all these questions, I'm very sure most of you have already given answers to these questions. So we'll be reading some of those questions later on in the show. And like I said, I hope your standout player is my standout player, but I will not read my standout player. I'll read those answers later on in the show. And just to let you know that we told you a football player has left KCCFC. That is Rogers Matokasim, the top scorer of KCCFC last season, scored 11 goals in the Uganda Premier League and also scored 4 goals in the Uganda Cup. That is 15 goals in total. He also had 4 assists in the Uganda Premier League. So this player has gone to a Turkish side called Sandulifa Spor Kulübü, or Sandulifa Football Club, and that was agreed definitely between KCCAFC and that football club in Turkey. Now this football club plays in the Turkish Football Federation in the first league, which is the second level of the Turkish Football League system. Now Marge, to remember, joined KCCAFC in 2021, signed for 4 years, has only served the club for 2 years. And KCCAFC and Sandulifa have agreed, and the player will be or has joined that club, that is Sandulifa Football Club, which plays in the 2nd Division League in Turkey. So all the best to Rogers Matokasim. The confirmation is there. You're getting it straight from KCCAFC TV, where you get all exclusive information and communications when it comes down to KCCAFC. So that player has gets to leave the football club, and yes, many of you might miss him. We will miss him definitely. I mean, our top scorer for last season. But the game of football is like that, and it's like that. It's just simple like that. It's business. So when both clubs agree, if the player also agrees to leave the football club, that is what exactly happens. All the best, Rogers Matokasim, and keep flying the banner of KCCAFC and the country, Uganda, higher and highest. Now away from Mato, straight to the FIFA Super 8. This week we played in the quarterfinals of the FIFA Super 8, where we played a game against Wakiso Giants. Wakiso were the home side, but the game was played at the MT Nomonde Stadium because Wakiso Giants requested the federation that the game is played at the MT Nomonde Stadium. This is because their ground was undergoing some, refurbishment and, trying to work on the ground before or ahead of the 2023-2024 season. And that is the reason as to why that game was played at the MTN Omondi Stadium. That game ending 2-0 in favor of KCCA Football Club, and 2 goals scored by the teenager, that is Abubakar Mayanja, in his senior 6 vacation. This player, I mean, if I just ask a question, what were you doing in your senior 6 vac? That is up to you. You're free to just think about that. What were you doing in your senior 6 vac? There's a gentleman in Abubakar Mayanja who just scored a brace on his full debut for the football club. Very fantastic gentleman, the shortest player on the pitch, scoring 2 headers or nodding twice in that game in the 50th minute and in the 68th minute. All the best to that one. And we know he's going to be a very fantastic player for both the football club and the country. He can still play for the under-17 national team. He can still play for the under-20, the under-23, because age is on his side. And he's also in the plans of the coach, because remember, this player was recently promoted from the KCCAFC junior team to the KCCAFC senior team. He played 5 games for the KCCAFC Soccer Academy and scored 6 goals. Also, one of those games, in one of those games, he scored 4 goals against the Proline Soccer Academy. And that is the player scoring 2 goals on his full debut. Probably, arguably, if not, I'm quite sure he was the youngest player on the pitch on that day. Also the shortest player. But there he is nodding in too, past also a former KCCAFC Soccer Academy goalkeeper in Bashir Sekaja. And that meant that KCCAFC qualified or made it to the semi-finals of the FIFA Super 8. And remember, for the last or the previous 2 editions of this tournamental competition, KCCAFC has made it to the finals, winning the first edition in 2019. That was against Oduparaka Football Club 2-0 in Wankulukuku, and also losing to Vipers in the next edition. That was in 2019, 2-0, still at the same stadium, Mutesa Betway Stadium in Wankulukuku. It was a fantastic game at the Mchinomondi Stadium. Most of you, I'm quite sure, came and watched that one. Thank you to all the fans that made it, both Wakiso and KCCAFC fans, and also the lovers of the game, that is football. And I'm quite sure you love the players, especially the new signings, Vinicius, João Gabriel. I'm telling you, he's getting to be a crowd favorite. He just came on for about 22 minutes because he came on in the 68th minute, around there, 67th. And the guy really impressed. I'm telling you, everyone is saying João Gabriel. Not only him, a lot of subs were made on the day. Moses Weiss were coming in to replace Faizo Kanyama Wabiona, who got injured in that one. He should be back next week training, and also the captain getting stretchered off, and that is Julius Poloto, also being replaced earlier on in the game by Etienne Katenga, who created the second goal, that is for Abubakar Manja. So pictures tell a better story, and you've already seen that. So ladies and gentlemen, we caught up with one of us and with one of our own, a teenager, like I told you, Abubakar Mayanja, on his full debut for the football club, scored a brace. He's in senior 6 VAC, or senior 6 vacation. Here's Abubakar Mayanja telling you what exactly it meant for him to score a brace on his full debut for KCCAFC.
Abu, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Your debut, scoring the brace against Wakiso. What remarks do you have for today's game?
I feel so happy for having scored on my full debutant game. I would like to thank the team, my colleagues I have played with, for the great effort they have done today in today's match. I would like also to thank the coach for trusting me, to having given me a chance to play, and I also tried my level best to score goals on my debutant. And I have been trying to score goals in the practice matches we have been playing so far. And the message I want to give to the fans is that I'm going to try my level best whenever I'm given a chance to play on the pitch, to score more and more goals, so that we put KCCA on a higher mark. That's all.
Abu, what is the message behind your celebration? A little over the top. What's the message behind that same celebration you do every time you score?
My celebration, first of all, the message of the celebration was going to the fans. I wanted to show them that more is coming from me, and they should expect more from me. I'm going to try my level best to score more goals. That's all.
Don't you love the guy already? Like I told you, teenager in his senior 6 VAC, Abubakar Mayanja, going to make headlines for the football club, scoring on your first full debut. Doesn't come very often. I don't recall the last time we had someone promoted from the KCCAFC junior team and scored on his first full debut, on his first start for KCCAFC. There is that gentleman, Abubakar Mayanja, also finished his senior 6 at St. Henry's College, that is Chitovu. And most of you normally, do different things in your vacations. The gentleman decided to, settle down, take his chance with the junior team that is at KCCAFC. And here comes the new manager in the football club side. You watches a few games in the junior team. And the teenager, that is Abubakar Mayanja, alongside others, Emojong, Anthony, catch the eye of the manager. And the manager is like, that is the guy I'm promoting, and I want to work with this guy alongside other senior team players. And like they say, the rest is history. And the guy has announced himself at the big stage. All the best ahead of the 2023-2024 season. No pressure for the guy. Let's really not put pressure on these guys, and let's only encourage them to get better and better. Like I said, is eligible to play for the under-17, the under-18, the under-20, and the under-21 plus under-23 team. That is for the Uganda national team, because age is on his side. All the best, Abubakar Manja, and the rest of the team that put on that shirt on Friday against Wakiso Giants. And hopefully, KCCA FC can get to win this tournament that is ahead of 2023-2024 season. We get back to our social media question that we displayed earlier on, where we asked that after that game between Wakiso Giants Football Club and KCCA Football Club, who was your standout player in the FIFA Super 8 game? Use the hashtag, that is hashtag KCCFC TV. Now let's look at some of the answers, what the people are saying on social media, just to see, I mean, what are the fans saying? Like I said, I hope your standout player is my standout player, as the producer prepares to show us or to get us those shots. I just hope that your standout player, there were a couple of players that really, had a good game in that one. Etienne Katenga, the Angolan, came from the bench to replace Julius Poloto, who got injured. And, he had a very good game, assisted or made the assist for the second goal. We had players in Moses Waisa, who replaced Faizo Wabiona in the 42nd minute because Faizo got injured. And he also had a very fantastic game. Emojong Anthony, the goalkeeper, and most of you have called him or have nicknamed him Onana, that goalkeeper from Manchester United. But I also felt he had a good one, very confident young guy, also promoted from the KCCAFC Soccer Academy and in the senior team. And a couple of other players, Obenchan Filbert, who stood in as the captain on the day, that is after Julius Poloto got injured, had a number of, chances, pushed away by the goalkeeper, that is Bashir Sekaj of Wakiso Giants, also a former player of the KCCAFC junior team. And other players, to mention but a few, Joel Serunjoji coming off the bench to have a good one in that one. Haruna Lukwago also having another assist in another game for the club. He also had an assist against Kakamega Homeboys. That was for Julius Poloto. So as the producer gets ready to, with those answers, or probably we will have those answers read in the second segment, we just want to thank everybody that made it on Friday for our first official competitive game. And that was the game KCCFC played. And that was against Wakiso Giants at home and at the MTN Omondi Stadium. So as we prepare for those answers that will be coming on later on, we also caught up with two of our goalkeepers, Derrick Ochan and Emojong Anthony, on what exactly pre-season is all about. Also, the training methodologies they are going through as goalkeepers. We have new management in, that is the coach, Coach Sergio Daniel Tragueli's assistant, Luis Correira, and all other coaches. We have Magera Jackson Kadu, and also the goalkeeping coach that they work closely with, that is Oloya Moses. What are the training methodologies? How are they finding them? How are they adapting to the new demands, that is for the new technical team? So here's Derrick Ochan, shirt number 19 for the 2023-2024 season, and the person wearing his former shirt number, the youngster in Anthony Emojong, talking about the training methodologies and how the preseason is going for these two gentlemen. Enjoy this.
Videos, Zili Shaman. Derrick. Ha.
Sebo. Kunzita.
Aziswa akuta nawe. Soka kone mwa atulawe. Omani unompira kunotulina okukozesa nnyo mwana zino.
Mulabe wazze mu tiimu Sebo.
Nze naye nga nawe okimanyi. Twate nale nno okujja nawe okimanyi.
Just okukola nnyo naye kati owulira otya okubeera ne kooki?
Nze mpulira bulungi nnyo
kooki muzungu Sebo.
Kooki muzungu naye nawe okimanyi.
Ate ayagala abasambako Sebo.
Vaawo naawe. Ayagala abasambako? Ale kyogaa.
Naye kati olaba? Owulira otya kubeera mu eno ttiimu?
Mpulira feeti nnyo naawe. Mpulira feeti nnyo.
Sebo just waayo omuntu yenna okubeeramu alina okukola ennyo. Okitegeera?
Era tujja kukola.
Kiba kisinga.
Naye jasino ndi musanyufu nnyo okukolamu nammwe.
Amiina. Naye kati
giraavu zo wazireese.
Nedda Sebo, giraavu mbeera nazo Sebo.
Era mpulira awo kaki olina jaja. Era ojasobola.
Njasobola. Sebo nawe ojasobola Sebo eno ttiimu.
Nawe oziraba naawe.
Just kwekiririzaamu kooki.
Naye kati omanyi ki blood.
Tewali kyamaanyi.
Ongereko mwana kwa kati. Nze ndaba kati eno liigi yaffe.
kati timu ogiraba otya?
Timu njiraba eri fit nnyo terina buzibu.
Tuzotwala ekikopo?
Ekikopo tugenda kitwala. Woli wendi Juma wali buli omu waalinawo kiraba.
Bakochi omukiririzaamu omuzungu.
Bakochi bonna mbakiririzaamu nawe bimanyi.
Ati nze ndaba balese abazungu simanyi oba omanyemu oluzungu.
Oluzungu ndumanya, I can speak some little English. Oluzungu ndumanya era nja bategeera.
Njakulabako ng'oyogera n'omuzungu. Oba onayogera lulimi ki kuba tebamanyi Oluganda. Tebamanyi. Wali abatamanyi Luzungu.
Abatamanyi Luzungu? Nga twogera Oluportugal.
Ng'olise omanyi Oluportugal kiki omanyi soka oyogeremu kaawo?
Shamago.
Kigambo kimu. Omanyi kye kitegeeza?
Oluportugal sewo. Oluportugal.
Kati gwe?
Gabono.
Soko sembera ano.
Nze nsembedde natusedda. Kati ngamba.
Kati season oba oyagala clean sheets mmeka?
Mu season eno? Clean sheets just njagala clean sheets. Just 13 zokka. 13? Mu competition zonna.
Ate first round.
First round nze kyemanyi tugenda kikola.
Okusaba olina okubeera n'ekintu ky'oyagala.
Nze kyenjagala? First round njagala clean sheets 9.
9? Kale tewali buzibu.
Clean sheets 9 zimmala. Jajja zo wazireese.
Sebo ino alagisibo.
Naye ndaba Jim wadde nga oli fit.
Nze
mu kiyumba.
Nedda sebo mwe mubadde fit. Mubadde mukubazzeewo wano ssaawa 7 ku kapeti.
Fit ki?
Omanyi kye kitegeeza?
Kitegeeza ki? Yaseera kwongeramuko naye nga omanyi.
Omuntu era alina okwongeramu sebo okubeera fit. Kubanga omuzungu ye tafiira ku muntu. Okuba mwezi owesa abantu ono kiba kitegeeza wodde waka ssebo olina okukola.
Nekubadde kimanyizo erikyuseemuko.
Bw'olaba otya zowe?
Edda twali tukola nga neeno.
Ne bali bakooki nga si bazungu.
Gwe muganda wange.
Mwali mufiira wano ssaawa 3 ate mwali mutweninga ssaawa 7.
Twali tweninga awo ku 7, ku 8.
Eno kapeti ku ssaawa 7 ogimanyi eba eyo kya.
N'ekiro tukubanamu. Okumanya kati
so wakubako ne kubitaala sebo.
Mwana Mungu wa amaanyi. Ola naye kubitaala. Ate
wali yaŋŋambyeko awo musimanyi Champions League akubitaala oba munaalaba simanyi.
Tugenda kulaba. Ebitaala ebyo byazze ki nti weeri?
Temwamanyira laiti. Si kando sebo. Si kando yo.
Kando? Eno tadooba.
Sebo etala. Sebo olina okumanyira ebitaala sebo.
Naku zino bwe tusambira ddala
kubanga wano tulinga n'essaawa emu.
Okimanyi? Naku zino tusambira ddala kuviira eno mubaka naye edda nga tebagala n'osala empaka eri. Naye kati osobola n'okugenda eri n'osambako n'oyambako ku ttiimu yo ogenda mu maaso.
Kyogamba oyagala makipa wa Mani oba Mani City.
Njagala namusingako.
Oba Mani oyagala kuyisa senta kale isa senta ogende ewali.
Kakodyo kyako kompa.
Isa senta ogende oteebe.
Ako kakodyo kikompa.
Andi kati ogambe oyagala musingako. Kubanga oli musajja ayisa ne namba 6 n'agenda.
Njagala musingako lwakubanga
oyagala gamba wali paasi. Sebo ogende wali ofinishingi.
Yakuba mu kusiba paasi eyitaawo.
Kisoboka sebo. Eno timu si yo. Wakajja. Bisi oyagala okukola.
Njagala kwongeramuko ku birungo jasiti.
Nedda sebo. Toyonoona.
Si kwonoona. Kuterezaamu. Ebyali bitaliiwo.
Oyo goalkeeper agenda kuboonoona.
Kyomanya tumulabirako nnyo. Ate sinti oba tutandise omulaba kati. Twatandika dde okumulaba oyo omwana.
Ate kati wa Man City mubi.
Wa Man City? Mulungi naye wa lefti.
Asamba nga ye.
Ate kati wa Man City tasamba nnyo nnyo nnyo.
Asamba.
Nnyo nnyo nnyo. Ngambye nnyo nnyo nnyo.
Ate wa Barcelona?
Wa Barcelona agezaako.
Agezaako? Naye Star sebo mu kusamba.
Star tetuganye Star naye Wamani amusingako. Nze kuwange
kati Wamani akisuusizza sebo. Obaye okuyisa namba 6.
Olina omuyisa waba takola.
Noyagala kuteeba goalkeeper munno. Obadde ki?
Gwe sebo nawe inobeerako ne goolo mu CV eriyo sebo inobeerako ne goolo.
Kale agenda akube ne koona.
kati gwe toyagala beera na goal tosobola kuba mutwe tewalaba Alisson
nze ssebo oba dakika ziweddeyo nyinza okugendayo
lwaki ziba ziweddeyo
sawa negulu kuzowe nagendayo nenteeba
kuzowe
kukoona
byotandisa ate mbu kuzowe
kati otandikira ku zowe ng'ogenda mpola mpola kati singa tukuba zowe singa ojja ku match day ne musamba
ku zowe olaba ebintu ebya zowe byanjawulo nnyo
kuki
ku bya match kwa match wabeerayo pressure
anti omuntu yenna atandikira ku zowe tobalaba okuba zowe okitegeera
muganda nko akagato kali fiti nnyo naye simanyi oba
kagato
oba
kagira akayononeka tosudiya nnyo
si kusudiya naye nga kyekyo nze nkoma ziraba ne bali abasajja bali abasalawo
kale
negwe kati kiwedde kitya mwana kuba kati
just kuba zowe naye
ndabira ddala nga
webale kujja
bude bwenyini bwakukola
kale katukole kale
Very fantastic discussion among those two goalkeepers, or between those two goalkeepers. That is Derrick Ochan and Anthony Okimaru Emojong. He has played the last two games for KCCAFC, started the game against Kakamega Homeboys, and also started the game, and actually completed the game against Wakiso Giants FC. And we saw Derrick Ochan coming on as a substitute. That was against Kakamega Homeboys, that in the international friendly against the Kenyan side. That will be playing CAF Confederations Cup. I like when he says that he wants to actually go and score as a goalkeeper. Well, playing goalkeeper is the kind of goalkeeper that the coach wants. That is the head coach, Sergio Daniel Traguel, and his technical team. And he makes sure this goes down until the goalkeeping department, and also it's the same philosophy Moses Oloya also believes in. That is the goalkeeper's coach at KCCAFC. All the best to those two gentlemen. I loved that interaction between the two, and you can feel the bond. One is from the juniors team. Maybe one day we'll come here to talk about Anthony Emojong's story. Very fantastic story. He's one of the players that has been at the football club for quite some time. Came in 2016, subbed for quite some time. Was not promoted to the senior team. Loaned out to Lugazi FC last season, and he had a stellar time there. A couple of clean sheets, and also helped them to finish, I think, 4th or 5th. That was in the big league. And he came back in pre-season just as he was playing a few games with the junior team, catches the eye of the new technical team. And like they say, the rest is history. The gentleman is with the KCCAFC senior team. One day, we'll have him on the show here to tell his story and what exactly it means to get promoted. Now, guys, we told you earlier on that we had a social media question on our social media pages, and we asked you that who was your standout player in the FIFA Super 8 game against Wakiso Giants, and why? Use the hashtag KCCFC TV. Now we'll start with Twitter, and some of the responses that we have there is Owen Jeff6 says, Guy in the first half. Now Guy is that guy that had tinted hair, and Katenga in the second half. Pal Sports, at my Pal Sports says the whole team is amazing. We just don't know how far this team could go. Yeah, I think that one, I really agree with that one. Richard Irikai says, okay, uses the hashtag KCFC TV, and says the man himself, Abu Mayanja, scored the goals of the day. Perfect replacement for Mato. Well, we'll be able to see that as the season goes on. Kamugisha Trevor says, number 10, that is Etienne Katenga. And then we have someone called, the handle is no but UG. Okay, Thwingu. Oh, okay. Our number 10, Katenga, was such an engine, a bag of energy and dribbles. His industry impressed most. But overall, it was a great team display. A small shout out to the young lad with a brave heart, Abu Mayanja or Abu Pocha, and for his match-winning brace. Badruchi Chigongo says, hi, the Brazilian number 11, that is João Gabriel Esteves Cardoso. We have also Michael with that long number. He says, it was close between Waiso and Katenga, but I'm for Katenga. The moment those two stepped onto the pitch with the intelligent passes, I felt the team became more confident and threatening to the opposition. We have Patel Sports who says, I was so impressed with Etienne Katenga. He drives the ball at high speed, and I believe he's going to put up a great performance this season through Gabi, though Gabi is a great player. That one I agree with that gentleman. Tumwesije Nick says, Abu Mayanja, big talent in our books. And then we have Shaku Black saying, Abu Mayanja, looks good in the upfront and his flair. A lot of comments coming through on Twitter. We'll just read 3 more. Kusasira says Haruna Lukwago, that is Mr. Assist. And then Fahad Hornet says Emojong, as usual, that is the goalkeeper that just had that interaction. And we'll finish with Basajan Solo, who uses at Nzepato, says Abu Mayanja, that is the senior 6 vaquist, and that is the gentleman from St. Henry's College, Chitovu squad, a brace on the day. And thank you very much for those that contributed and also participated in our poll that is on Twitter. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be going to a break. When we return, so much to talk about, including the fan zone. We also have a little bit of club news in there, and also a lot of answers from that social media poll that we put up earlier on. You're still watching KCCA FC TV Season 5, Episode 5. And like we already said, this is the biggest football club TV in the land, if not on the continent. All this will be back after the break. All right, welcome back from that break. You're still watching the biggest football club TV in the land, and also the Sekafa region, if not also on the continent, that is Africa, the KCCFC TV show, and I'm your host, Magero Moses Mwanje. Like we told you earlier on, that we have a social media question that is on our social media pages. Earlier on, we read some comments on Twitter. Now we'll be heading down to Facebook, and the question is there on your screen. Who was your standout player in the FIFA Super 8 game that KCCFC played against Wakiso Giants, and why that player? Use the hashtag KCCFC TV. And on Facebook, we start with Mugera Shafiq bin Muhammad, who says Abu Mayanja, the target man. Star Simon says Mr. João Gabriel, because he changed the game on his when he stepped onto the pitch. Seguya Vincent says Abu Bakar Mayanja, apart from the goals, he was a nightmare for the defenders throughout the game. Jasper Jagi Oming says Abu Mayanja, yes. Then Kasuku Idrisa says Saidi Mayanja. Aquas MC says Etienne Katenga, the guy from Angola. Hassan Segawa says okay. I don't know which player that one we have called okay. But then we have Matt Martins, who says Abu Mayanja had a good game, most shots on target. Goals as a number 9, he did well, and that was needed of him. Katiti Olivia says shot number 10, Katenga Etienne, immediately stepped onto the pitch. The match changed. Yeah. Odwongu Faisal Chizito says, hey KCFC team, I'm Olua Faizo, and I want to always remember that name because I will be playing at any time from now. Where will he be playing? That is Olua. Maybe Olua wants to join KCCFC. We'll be reading more and more of those comments. That is when it comes down to our Facebook page. And thank you very much. That is all the team in the production side that gets us all these responses on our Facebook and our Twitter pages. And I mean, thank you also to the fans that do respond to some of these questions that we put up. You engage, and you also use the hashtag KCCFC TV, so we can't thank you enough. We'll be heading down straight to the fan zone, and this week was quite interesting because the fans came from the first competitive game of the 2023-2024 season, and this was between Wakiso Giants, which was the home side, but at the MTN Omondi Stadium, the home of KCCFC. Isn't that quite funny? But it was because Wakiso Giants' pitch or stadium is under some refurbishment, so they requested that the game is played at the MTN Omondi Stadium, and FIFA granted, and that's the reason as to why they played from that stadium. So the fans, we had the fans speak at halftime when the game was still 0-0 between Wakiso Giants and KCCFC, and we also had the fans speak after the game when the game was 2-0 and KCCFC was confirmed to be playing in the semi-finals, and which will be happening later on this week. And the fans always have interesting comments. They always have interesting opinions. They always have analysis. This is their segment, the fan zone. So here are the fans breaking it down for you for the fan zone. Enjoy this.
What did you think about the first half?
The first half so far, it's not all that good because we have not yet won the game yet. Yeah, so far it's not good. It should be good after winning the game. Yeah, but probably the boys will come back in the second half when they are prepared and organized to win the game.
Where do you think we're like losing it? Where do you think the team is not good enough?
I think in the midfield. Yeah, we are losing most of the balls from the midfield, and given the fact that some of our best good players, 2 of them, are already out because of the knocks. So, but I know probably we shall come back strong and we win the game.
What do you think about the first half?
The first half was okay. We tried some attempts, though we are trying to score. We are trying to get the goal. Yeah.
What do you think will be the score for the second half?
I think 2-1. Yeah, I think 2-1.
The first half wasn't bad. We are going to miss Poroto, and we wish him all the best and quick recovery.
First half simbi lwakuba tumaliriza bulungi emikisa gyaffe nga tusambye bulungi. Only that these injuries ezigezeemu awo disorganizing our plan ya game nga tusambye bubi.
The first half was somehow nice because of the Wakiso Giants. And I think in the second half, we are going to beat you 4-0.
First half tebadde na buzibu era ompira tubadde tugupasingira ddala nga bwe twali tulowooza omutendesi waffe omupya nga bw'alina okukikola. Ffe tuli bamativu, goolo tennajja naye of course tukimanyi second half goolo zigenda kujja ezisobera ddala mu 2.
Omupiira guno eno gwe tuzannye leero ne guli gwe twazannya ne Kakamega Boys. Kiki osobola okujogerako empiira gyombi?
Omupiira gwe twazanya Kakamega gwali gw'amaanyi muko okusinziira n'abasambi era baali banjawulo abaatandika n'abayingiramu. Kati just tusamba ttiimu gye tulowooza nti tetwetaaga kujjayo nnyo biso byaffe ebikambwe kyova tuleeseekako naye second half kigenda kubeera kikawuka tugenda balya kasavu kanyama.
Omupiira gubadde gutya?
Gubadde mulungi nnyo nawe ogulabye.
Kaka wawasinza okunyumira, wawasinza okunyumira.
Omubrazil wange omumpi omulala number 11 Church 11 abadde mulungi.
Gabriel
abadde mulungi nnyo. Azanya ekisusufu. Era kubanga tufunyemu injuries nyingi naye nga tekobadde mubi nnyo. I think that's a good beginning.
I can't say anything. You have seen the Brazilian yourself.
No, I have not seen anything. You act like I didn't see anything.
So we've got the money's worth. It was worth the money. It was a fantastic game. Good from the boys, yeah.
Who is your best player today?
It was Abumayanja, obviously. Man of the match, I think. It was fantastic.
I'll go with the Brazilian. What I've seen is enough. It's crazy. People should watch out.
That Katenga guy, that just was good, Yeah, he pulled up his first, his electric, I think. Sir.
Omupiira gubadde mulungi nnyo, kansa esambye bulungi.
Wawasinza okunyumira mu mupiira.
Omuzungu gwe baleese oyo, Omubrazil, akapiira kasamba bulungi.
Namba
11. Yoyo.
Omupiira gubadde gutya Sewo?
Omupiira gubadde mulungi nnyo, ng'olabira dda nti gutambula era nti wa eno season Vipers etwerinde ekane mu kibira ewedde ati champion ze gwe nvuganye naye abalala ya so etwerinde ekitende na wano
ate senga ogamba atya omupiira gubadde gutya?
Exciting. Omubiri gwonna gujjudde mupiira gwa kanso. Senga ani akoledde? Bonna ttiimu yonna.
Omupiira gwa leero ogulabye otya?
Omupiira gwa leero nga nze omuwagizi wa KCCA gunyumidde nnyo. Ekisooka sizoni egenda okujja tulina essuubi nti omutendesi gwe twafunye yakoze signing z'olaba ennungi, abasambi mubalabye batulazeeko, Omubrazil ye yazze kutulaga, so n'olwaleero kye balabye abawagizi ababadde wano kyemmanyi ababadde abawagizi ba KCCA beebase olwa sizoni ewedde olw'ekiyongobero ekyo njagala obakakasa mukomeewo kubanga ffe sizoni ejja twakituumye nti ekiri erugogo abazze leero bakirabyeko. Njagala okukakasa abawagizi ba Wakiso Giant mbalabyeko abamu basabye n'emijoozi gya kanso ne bagamba ku kino ekiri erugogo tetuyinza butakyuka kudda mu KCC kugiwagira. Njagala okubakakasa bannayuganda abaagala omupiira gwe Uganda, omupiira gukomyewo erugogo. Ennono yaffe gye twayayaniranga akawoowo kuba abaana bagabye omupiira buli kasubi kafunye. Njagala okubakakasa ffe erugogo omupiira gwakomyewo, omutendesi tugenda musabira tumuyinamu essuubi n'abasambi baffe betufunye tumanyi nti bajja tukolera ekyo era sizoni ejja njagala okulabula ttiimu zaawa ne ziri mu liigi bannange mwegende mbalabudde kubanga eno sizoni ejja twagitumye nti ekiri erugogo kirimu bingi omupiira essanyu abawagizi vibe mugirabye tugirina omutendesi oyo omulaba mulamu ye mutendesi yennyini gwe twali ow'ebirooto byaffe nga KCC era nsuubira ebikopo Super 8 ye tugenda muwangula teeka ne liigi manyi tujja giwangula.
Wow, those are the fans of KCCAFC, and that is their zone called the Fan Zone. I really loved their comments. There's a fan who says that Echiri Lugogo season eno Macherindi. That is how it is called, the theme. Well, the fans already have come up with the themes of the season. The fans are quite happy, and they're happy about how, I mean, Sergio Daniel and his entire technical team, what exactly they are cooking. When the coach, in his own words, when he talked, that is at the post-match press conference, he said that he normally has something where he says, calma, says that, I mean, it's not what exactly he wants from the team, or his team is not playing at the percentage he wants them to play at. He says that they are actually doing far better than probably he thought they would be at this moment, because it's about only 26 days of the preseason. And he feels that the guys are already playing, I mean, more than what he expected at this level, because, you know, these things are, I mean, are scientific. There's a certain way you expect a player to play at a certain level or at a certain time that is in the preseason. But the manager says he's still cooking, and that is with his entire technical team and the players. So let's be calm. There's so much that is coming, that is from the kitchen, that is at KCCAFC. And also big up to the fans that always spare some time and giving their opinions. That is both at halftime or even before kickoff and after the game. And this segment will always be there, and this will always be a segment that is the Fan Zone. And you're free to say everything you want, so long as you don't use any vulgar language. And we'll just put a disclaimer that everything the fans have said in that segment is for the fans, is not for KCCFC. So, yeah. Now getting into the club news that is for this week, we'll kick off with the official women's team for KCCAFC, that is Kampala Queens, who are currently playing in the CAF Women Champions League. So they played a qualifier game against Yei Joints. That team should be coming in from Sudan or South Sudan. And Kampala Queens had, won that game. That was 3-0. The game happening at the FIFA Technical Center in Njeru. That game ending 3-0. And Fazila Ikwaput, she once won the FIFA Women's Player of the Year. I'm struggling to remember the year. And she scored a hat-trick in that one. They have a very fantastic team. They have, stars on that team, the likes of Shamira Naluja, the likes of Hasfa Nasuna, the likes of Nandago, the likes of Ninagahira, and others. They have very, very nice players on that team. Most of them playing on the senior and even the junior teams, that is for the women categories. When it comes down to football in Uganda, there they are players like Shamira Naluja, Komuntali, that left back. Then you have Samari Nakachwa. The official women's football club of KCCAFC, and we are really wishing you all the best in that tournament that you're exactly playing. Just to give you an update that Kampala Queens will be taking on Buja Queens Football Club from Burundi, and this game will be on Tuesday, the 15th of August. And just like they did in the previous game, we hope and we trust that they'll be able to win this one. That game will be at the FIFA Technical Center in Njeru, and like you see on that graphic on your screen, with that star Hasfa Nasuna, with the record of scoring 100 goals in women's football in Uganda. And I don't think that it's going to be tough to break or to make to topple what she did. That is 100 goals and still counting, because she's still playing in Uganda and she's really a star. Very many stars, like I mentioned earlier on that team. So all the best to the official women's football club for KCCAFC, that is Kampala Queens. And please qualify for the CAF Women Champions League this year, just like KCCAFC wants to qualify for the CAF Confederations Cup. So that both of us can be on the continent this year. Why not? Still about the club news, this week it's confirmed that KCCAFC on Sunday the 20th of August will be playing the semi-final game. That is in the FIFA Super 8 against URA Football Club at the MTN Omondi Stadium. That game will be happening at 4 p.m. That is Sunday next week, 7 days from now. We'll be taking on URA Football Club. And Sunday 9:30, we'll be back here to tell you what exactly transpired in that one. Now, URA played the game against Bright Stars Football Club, that game ending 2-1, well, URA qualifying, that is from the quarterfinals to the semi-finals. And KCCAFC also beat Wakiso Giants, where Wakiso were home, but at KCCAFC's home, at the MTN Omondi Stadium, that game ending 2-0. So that meant that the winner between Wakiso and KCCAFC, who was KCCAFC, will have to play the winner between Bright Stars Football Club and URA Football Club. And it's confirmed that the semi-final game will be at 4 p.m. on Sunday, 20th of August. So please come, just make sure you save that money for those tickets. 10,000 Uganda shillings for ordinary, 50,000 Uganda shillings for the VIP, and we shall have something for Momo Pay that day. We'll be communicating on our official pages. Those that will be able to use the MTN Momo Pay will be getting in at a discount, and this only is for those that will pay for the ordinary ticket. And also another semi-final game that will be tomorrow between Sports Club Villa, and they will be taking on Bull Football Club. That will be on Monday 14th Monday 14th August. That game will be at the Mutesa 2 Stadium in Wankulukuku, and like I told you, that SC Villa will be hosting Bull Football Club. Remember, SC Villa had a 2-0 win against 2-1 win, against Maroons FC, and Bull Football Club were 1-0 winners against Vipers, the holders of the FIFA Super 8, because they won the last edition in 2019 when they beat KCCAFC in that one. And that means that the winner between SC Villa and Bull Football Club tomorrow will be preparing for the final, and they will play the winner between KCCAFC and URA Football Club. It's a big one, because a battle for the authorities. The tax collectors are playing the owners of the city, that is Kampala. That is next Sunday at the MTN Omondi Stadium. Save the money for that ticket, 10K and 50,000 Uganda shillings. As we wrap this up, I'll remind you that the KCCAFC season ticket is still on sale. 200,000 Uganda shillings for the ordinary season ticket and 650,000 Uganda shillings for the VIP season ticket. Please head down to the MTN Omondi Stadium. Also, those numbers are all over our social media pages, our website. If you've read our website stories, on all those stories, we put something about either the season ticket or the jerseys that the club is selling. So please get yourself a season ticket. The games are coming in thick and fast. We don't want you to have a reason to miss any action because you are not able to get that loose money to pay at the gates. Have that season ticket. If you have the old season ticket, just pay up for this season and it will be renewed, the same season ticket for last season. Also a reminder that the KCCAFC 2023-2024 jersey is on sale, and that jersey is 50,000 Uganda shillings. If my producer can, please flash that jersey on that screen because the jersey looks beautiful. And there's a story behind the jersey because if you've looked at the blue patch on the jersey, the number of buildings, and those buildings are Kampala buildings. We have the Gaddafi Mosque in there. We have very many. We have the Independence Monument. We have the Baha'i Temple. So very prominent, and other buildings all over Kampala. And there is the jersey. Oh, fantastic! That is the jersey. Chint Electric. That is our official or the principal shirt sponsor for KCCAFC from last year, and they signed that for 3 years. And also the jersey is designed by Mafro Sports. And if you look at that blue patch, there are buildings, and there are different buildings all over the city. We have City Hall there. We have, thank you very much, my producer. We have City Hall there. We have the Bulangi building that is in Mengo. We have the Baha'i Temple in there. We have lots and lots of building around Kampala. And like I told you, the jersey is designed by Mafro and definitely guided by KCCAFC and telling them what exactly we want. There is also that logo for the 60-year celebration that we hope will be happening next year in April, and that will be the culmination of a year's long work where we hope to celebrate 60 years for KCCAFC, and that is the jersey that will be marking that 60-year mark for KCCAFC. Please head down to the MTN Omondi Stadium and buy that jersey. 50,000 Uganda shillings only. I think the jersey should even be more, but well, we are civil and we are good like that, so we gave it to you just at 50,000 Uganda shillings, but it should be more because of the design of the jersey. Does your football club, you who doesn't support KCCAFC, have a story behind the making of their jersey? I'll leave that to you guys. It's a wrap from us on the show tonight. It's been fantastic having you and also talking about very many things. We told you that Rogers Mato, a player that has been at KCCAFC for the last 2 years, has moved on to a Turkish side called Salifu Football Club in Turkey, playing in the 2nd Division League in Turkey. Wish him all the best. And also, we brought you that interview from one of us and one of our players in his senior 6th vacation, Abubakar Mayanja from St. Henry's College Chitovu, and scoring a brace on his first full start for the football club. Thank you very much, and all the players that participated in that friendly. A reminder that KCCAFC on Sunday takes on URA Football Club at the MTN Omondi Stadium, and it's the semi-final of the Super 8, 10K and 50K to get in. It's a wrap, like I told you. Season 5, Episode 5 ends. They'll be back for Episode 6 next week. My name is Magero Moses Mwanje. From me and everybody behind the KCCFC TV production, have a fantastic night, and obrigado. Enjoy the new week.
Kana kayimba nkawereza buli muntu atagaliza munne. Come back again, Zagana, Nana, Skelo, Wizo, come back again, Zagana, Nuna, Ratitokula, Bando bakola, abantu bekulakulanya Ratitoiga, Ratitokula, Zagana, Ratitokula, Bando bakola, abantu bekulakulanya Ratitoiga. Respect one another. Don't fight with Satan. Build is a journey. Tomorrow will be morning. Granting what you want.
Just only. I'm lonely. Down on the only. When you hear me, we've got the cup is swelling. Friends is swelling. Cup is swelling. I'm controlling. Tokula. Zagana. Tokula. Rajita. Tuli baludalumu. Fembe. Tuli montomu. Komokolo. Toba. Chiri mululu.